Quick update on the 61. I won't be able to do any videos on this, or I'm not going to be able to do any work on this for about a month. So I wanted to give you guys a quick heads up. This was done in a couple of days. So this has been treated here with rust treatment, and I went ahead and straightened this out a bit. I've still got some more work to do here, quite a bit more. Still got to do a lot of hammering, got to do a lot of welding, and then I've got to put on, so what I'll do is I'll get all that done in the inside before I put the apron on, and then I'll weld the apron in. In fact, I'll probably screw the apron in place, just so that, real quick like this, just screw it in place so that you can see where the bumper bracket holes, so they line up. Make sure that when you put these on here, they line up with the bumper bracket holes. So it's a little tricky. There's a lot of work right here. Actually, more work here than there actually is in this hood. People think those hoods are really hard to fix. You'll never fix that. I fix these things like they're nothing. So this is hard work right here, trying to get these lines right. That's going to be a little tricky, but not really that bad. I've already welded up these things, I think. Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe somebody else did. No, I did. Anyway, so I got to grind all that down. I got all the fenders. All the back sides of the fenders are all treated for rust and then painted with some oil base that I had. I was talking about doing that. All four fenders are welded up really good. See, all those holes are all welded up. There's a ton of work done on those. Well, that was not bad. I think that takes a lot of time. It really is actually easy to fix the fenders. Inside the car, well, I'll go around and I'll step from the other side. I got the fenders off, the moldings off. We've got, I'm going to probably sand these down, then I'll probably shoot that with some epoxy primer if I have time. If I don't, I have to work. So, I'm not a Volkswagen restoration professional guy, do this all the time. I actually have to work for a few months, so I won't have time to work on this at all. I got these on, so if you saw the other videos, the old ones were removed, new metal was put in behind, then I spot welded it in place. I'm not really worried about the aesthetics of this very much because it's in the fender wall. The guys who are, they can keep doing that. Good for them. Lots of work to do all that stuff on the underneath, where nobody ever looks. I mean, I'm not building show. Just nice. It's going to be really nice when it's done. Got some of this to line up. I took the big pliers and crimped right here to straighten this out so that it's fairly close now. All I got to do is jack out the deck lid now. And over here, get that line a little bit nicer. I just want to make sure it lines up before I take it off. And then do all the body work there. Finish. I got to weld some stuff. Hope cracks here. Got this side on. Same thing. And then also, while I was at it, I went ahead and put this side floor in. I got to grind the welds down, reprime it, and seam seal all that like I did in the back, because you don't want any water to get between your layers of metal. That's the thing people don't do, and that's why their bodywork fails. So I got that to do. I got the rust to treat there. I got to make sure all that rust is killed dead with rust reformer, and then give it a nice little paint there. And before I put any carpet or anything in there, I'll make sure it's all painted, protected. So I still got the wheels to paint. I'm going to do those. Probably going to do those. Original was like they called it blue black or blue something. It's like basically black. This is the original color right there. See, that is black, but they call it something blue because black, if you add a little bit of blue to the black, it goes darker, so it just becomes more black. So to most people's opinion, and that's pretty much Glasurit's tints. Their black, I think, had a little bit of blue in it, so almost everything they added ochre to, or Glasomax. Glasurit's the new stuff. Glasomax is the original material I used to buy back in the 80s. I still got these cracks to do. There's a little bit of, rust going on there. Not worth replacing the whole heater channel. That one over there is a little bit bad. It's not a bad. I'll just make a piece of L metal and grind this down and then spot weld it in right here. Just overlay it, and that'll be strong, and it'll, you know, keep the water out, all that stuff. I'll get that all right. Anyway, that's the heads up on the bug. That's where we're at right now.